The Truman Show is a 1998 American sci-fi, comedy, and drama film. It is set in the town of Sea Haven. The story follows Truman Burbank, played by Jim Carrey. He's a happy-go-lucky banker who appears to lead the perfect American life with his wife Meryl. He lives a content life with his close friends and relatives. As each identical day falls into the next, Truman slowly begins to question the reality of the town he has never moved away from. He eventually realizes that his entire life is being filmed and broadcasted as a reality TV show, to which millions of people tune in from all around the world. Our lives have become something similar, and this goes beyond just broadcasting our lives on social media. Back in the 1940s, before social media even existed, the psychoanalyst and social thinker Erich Fromm observes that people's personalities were becoming more and more shaped by the logic of marketing. Fromm believed that the demands of the economy and the working world forced people to develop certain traits to succeed. And here's the thing, if someone spends 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, practicing specific habits, they naturally get better at them and more comfortable using them. Over time, these habits don't just stay at work, they spill over into the rest of their lives in all sorts of ways. One example of this is seeing everything with the market concept of value, by which I mean seeing ourselves, other people, and just in general everything in the same way we see products and commodities. Take dating for example. Now there's a thing called the sexual market value. This is one definition I found online. The sexual market value is your worth to other players in the sexual marketplace. The higher your SMV, the more leverage you have in the game of dating. There's even an online calculator where you put in things like your looks, income, and status, and it gives you a score out of 10. And this isn't just some fringe idea. There are YouTube videos about it with almost 1 million views. But maybe the reason for this isn't just personal. It could be something bigger, something more structural. Here's a simple example. McDonald's is one of the most popular restaurants. Not because people think it's the best food, but because it's convenient and affordable. In the same way, dating apps and social media offer convenience and a variety of options, turning dating into a kind of marketplace where the flashiest options tend to stand out the most. So, in a way, people may feel like they have to think of themselves in these terms, almost like they're marketing a product. Even if you're not working, the constant presence of audiovisual media like TV and social media forces these images and performances onto you. And all these ideas like alpha, sigma, or aura, they're just performances built on images from movies, TV shows, and YouTube. Think about it. Your average Sigma male is basically acting out a role based on characters like Ryan Gosling or Christian Bale. In this regards, most people are in some ways living in their own Truman Show. During work, you have to put on a show for the customer or your boss. And after work, you put on a show for everyone else. Some people even go as far as to find a character that suits them and play that role. There's a mental disorder called the Truman Show Delusion, or Truman Syndrome. It's a type of schizophrenia where someone believes their life is actually a stage reality show, or that they're constantly being watched on cameras. We don't exactly know how common it is, but there have been a few hundred reported cases. Viktor Torsk was the first psychologist to look into the connection between new technologies and psychosis. He noticed that many people with schizophrenia believed that advanced, invisible technologies were controlling their mind and body. Torsk described this as a loss of ego boundaries, where people couldn't assert their own will on reality or keep a clear sense of who they are. Because of this, schizophrenics manifest society's thoughts and words almost like puppets. A schizophrenic desert nomad is more likely to believe that he's being buried alive in sand by a djinn, and an urban American that he has been implanted with a microchip and is being monitored by the CIA. Building on what I've said before, with our lives so deeply tied to the digital world, constant data leaks, and surveillance by governments and corporations, it's easy to have this unconscious paranoia of never truly knowing how much of your life is being watched or shared. That tiny, hidden sense of paranoia we all carry might just come to the surface more vividly in someone with schizophrenia.